Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss about function of plasma membrane. That what functions are performed by plasma membrane. So this question we solve in such a way that function of plasma membrane is distributed into two different points. Number one, it involve in transport, and number two, it involve in nerve impulse conduction. So in this syllabus only two these functions are discussed. Number one, transport, and number two, nerve impulse conduction. We will explain these one by one. First of all, transport mean it involve in the exchange of material from inside of the cell to the outside and from out of the cell to the inside. This is known as transportation, and it will takes place by plasma membrane. So it involve in the transportation of material across cell. On the basis of transportation, plasma membrane is known as semi-permeable membrane, differentially permeable membrane, selectively permeable membrane. All these three names are given to the same phenomena performed by plasma membrane. That plasma membrane is called a semi-permeable membrane, differentially permeable membrane, or selectively permeable membrane. Why? It is due to semi mean half, some, differentially mean different, not all, selectively mean it selects some molecule to cross plasma membrane, whereas it cause hindrance for majority of molecule. That's why it is called as semi-permeable membrane, differentially permeable membrane, selectively permeable membrane. So here a short question is that why plasma membrane is called semi-permeable membrane, or it may be in the form of why plasma membrane is called selectively permeable membrane, why plasma membrane is called differentially permeable membrane. The answer is same. Answer is semi-permeable membrane, it allows some molecule to cross, not it allow all molecule to cross. Differentially permeable membrane, it differentiate between the molecules, that it allows some molecule to pass through it, while it cause hindrance for the majority of molecules. So it differentiate between molecules to cross and not cross. Third one is selectively permeable membrane, mean it selects some molecules that allow to cross through the plasma membrane, whereas it does not allow some molecule to cross semi-permeable membrane. So the definition is that it acts as barrier between cell content and its environment, mean what is present within the cell and its outer environment, it is being regulated by plasma membrane. It allow only selective substances to cross it, means selective substances, not all substances, while create hindrance for the other molecule, whereas it create hindrance for other molecule and allow some molecule to cross through it. And next one, on the basis of transport, that was introduction of transport. Next, nature of transport means what are different type of transport through which the material is being transported out of the cell to inside of the cell, or from inside to outside of the cell. So there are 6 different procedures through which the material in and out of the cell through plasma membrane. Number one, lipid soluble substances, how they cross the plasma membrane. Number two, neutral substances, how they cross the plasma membrane. And number three, charged ions. Number four, passive transport. Number fifth, active transport. And number sixth, endocytosis. So we will discuss one by one about these 3 different type of transport that is being takes place or allowed by plasma membrane. So first of all is lipid soluble substances. Lipid soluble means that are soluble in lipids, fatty acid or glycerol type compounds. So they can cross membrane easily through lipid portion of plasma membrane. Second one is neutral substances. Neutral substances mean those substances that has no charge, and small molecules. Water molecule, glucose molecule and small gas molecules can cross plasma membrane easily. Third number is charged ions, mean the compounds of different in the form of salt in ionic compound or compounds with some charged group. They feel difficulty to cross plasma membrane. Next one is passive transport. Passive transport means without investment, means without utilizing energy in the form of ATP, or cell don't use any type of energy for the movement of material. That type of transport is known as passive transport. Without expenditure of energy, without investment of energy is known as passive transport. Some material that not needed by cell but enter constantly by passive transport, means cell has no consumption for these type of material but they are continually entering into the cell. The reason is that they are moving from the area of higher concentration to the area of lower concentration, so it is toward the concentration gradient and it not need any type of energy. So this type of movement or this type of transportation is known as passive transport. Next one is active transport. Active transport means the transport that require the energy, and this energy is being given in the form of ATP by the cell. So active transport is a movement of material from the area of higher concentration, from the area of lower concentration to the area of higher concentration, as it is against the concentration gradient. Normally the material flow from the area of higher to lower concentration, but in active transport the material move from area of lower to area of higher concentration, so it is against the concentration gradient. That's why it needs energy in the form of ATP. So movement of molecule against concentration gradient from the area of lower concentration to area of higher concentration, this uphill movement need energy. So it comes as an MCQs that uphill movement of material required energy in the form of ATP is known as active transport. So one line approaches in the form of MCQ. So uphill movement is known as active transport, and that one is MCQs. Next one is endocytosis. Endo mean inside, cytosis means cytoplasm or cell. So it is a eating process of cell in which cell membrane enfold and it take material inside of the cell. That's why is known as endocytosis. In animal cell, enfolding of plasma membrane, taking in of material, this type is known as endocytosis. Endocytosis is of two types: phagocytosis and pinocytosis. Phago means solid, cytosis mean in eating or enter into cell. So solid material enter into cell, it is known as phagocytosis, and phagocytosis is also called as cell eating. Next one is pinocytosis. Pino mean liquid, it is taking in liquid material inside of the cell, is known as pinocytosis. And last one is nerve impulse conduction. It involves in the conduction of nerve impulse from one cell to another, from one cell to other cell, or one part of body to the other part of body. So muscle cell and nerve cells, in both it involves in the conduction of nerve impulse. Here this is an MCQs that in muscle cell also it involve for the conduction of nerve impulse. That was all about the function of plasma membrane. It is long questions that you have to write only function of the plasma membrane. He says that discuss function of plasma membrane. So this one is your long question. Try to solve this question in such a way that it has clear headings or clear topics about this article, that it will become easy for the examiner to check or overview that all in this topic is being written in your answer papers. Okay.